Jed Monty. A senior, number 12, Captain Ben Blanchard. A junior, number 14, Zach Whitcomb. A senior, number 32, Captain Asia Conway. A junior, number 34, Justin Spalding. Bellows Falls is coached by Matt Willis and assisted by Jason Wright and Craig Davis. And now, please welcome the starting lineup for Mill River Minutemen. At forward, a sophomore, number 32, Austin Biscay. At center, a sophomore, number 42, Alan White. At guard, a sophomore, number 23, Ethan Biscay. At guard, a senior, number 10, Captain Tyler Jaworski. At forward, a junior, number 5, Captain Jordan Cole. Mill River is coached by Mike Stewart and assisted by Bob Crawford and Dean Weatherby.
Two young teams today at the Dean Hope Memorial Gym for this varsity basketball game in River Bellows Falls. If you look at the roster, combine all the seniors from both sides, you only have 7 seniors in the gym right now between the two schools. So it's teams that are up and coming. They played earlier this year already down in Bellows Falls, and Bellows Falls winning that first game. Mill River looking for their first win of the year. And the key to that, I'll tell you very honestly after watching several Mill River games, is be in the game at halftime still. Don't get so far behind. The last game I did here against Fairhaven, they fell behind so fast so far that they just could never recover from that. And that's been happening occasionally, or quite often actually, to them. And they need to be solid early. That's the key to it, be solid early. And Alan White will jump up, number 42. He'll take the center jump for Mill River. And I'll do the team's roster so you go along. That's going to be Jaworski with the basketball. He'll come across to Biscay, and Biscay getting the start, number 23. And there's a couple of them out there, and there's a turnover. And Jaworski in position, and just enough interference that he ran the shot wide. And there goes White to the hole. Count the basket. White was fouled. He's got the bucket and one, and he looks excited. It was Whitcomb at the other end, number 14, that had to steal but couldn't get the finish. And then in transition, and having talked to all these players and the coaching staff from Mill River, they all feel comfortable much more in transitional basketball than in half-court sets. And White will rattle it around, not get it. Biscay got a piece but couldn't control it, and the ball will come down and be finally taken care of by Conway. And that's going to be your point guard right there with the basketball. And that's going to be slapped away, but not far enough away to really do any damage. It's number 4 out there, Monty. And his pass tip, Jordan Cole will have it. Cole in the front court, just over the timeline, pointing directly from traffic, gets it off to Jaworski. It's 2-0 Mill River. To Biscay traveled. Boy, it's little things like that that have really added up to big things for Mill River. They ran the floor, they had the open man, and then it just bobbled the ball, and it's a travel, and they take a situation where it looked like they were definitely going to get an offensive try. And it becomes a turnover, and that's Monty with the spin. Monty handling the ball very well. We'll give them off on this left elbow. That's Jordan Cole fighting through the screen to stay with it. The lob down inside, the bump, the pass, and the foul. Great ball movement. They rotated from side to side, and Conway was fouled. And that's going to send him to the line. He's going to be shooting 2 fouls. Biscay will get the foul, and that's going to be on Austin Biscay. It's Asa Conway, one of the captains for Bellows Falls, at the line to shoot 2. And that's a little bit long. We're early action here. Each team has 1 team foul. We played 1 minute, 1 second, and it's 2-1 Mill River. And Cole will take the ball out of bounds. To Jaworski, now the press. They'll bring the ball back, kind of, maybe. Nope, they'll lose it. Yes, it's going to be Bellows Falls with their second turnover of the ball game. Monty with the basketball, number 4 being contested to by Biscay. Now, like I said, there's a couple Biscays out there, and Jaworski with the steal. Tyler Jaworski with the quick hands will get it to up to Jordan Cole. And Cole told me he was looking to get more involved in the offensive end this season. He's been concentrating mostly on his defense. That was Jaworski that pulled up a miss. We're at 6:28 to go. First quarter action. Obviously you play 4 quarters since they're called quarters, and overtime if necessary. And they got the ball down low that time, and Conway will put it up and in. Got in the trap developed, and they reverse the basketball, and boy, they might be fortunate here, and nope, they're not going to get the ball back. That's 3 turnovers on 5 possessions for Mill River as the press giving them all kinds of fits, but they're really attacking it in very slow motion. And that'll be picked up, and then a foul on Jordan Coles. He got a little excited there and jumped into the body of number 12, Ben Blanchard. And it'll be Blanchard, number 12, will take the ball out of bounds. And Catrati coming in for Biscay for Mill River. So it's Trevor Catrati, number 24, coming in, replacing Ethan Biscay. And they want to go, yeah, see, Alan White's got his hands full down there as he's taking on a much taller man down here, number 34, Spalding. That's Spalding with the ball, wheels, the rebound, and boy, Asa Conway is just eating them up right now down inside. He got the offensive rebound, and on his putback attempt was fouled. And I'm waiting to see the foul was on. That's going to be the second team foul, and then foul's going to be on Alan White, his first personal. I think they're going to change it. Yeah, it's not going to go White. It's going to go 24, not 42, and that'll be. I'm waiting for the board to check, but it looked like Kirk Abraham's one of the officials here today. Went 2 and then 4, and that's going to be a missed shot. Stays 4-2, Bellows Falls. They'll go ahead to Catrati. Catrati in the pregame warm-ups is shooting the lights out. Alan White wants baseline, and he'll reach around, save the basketball. And it's going to be a push from behind. Number 12 from Bellows Falls, Ben Blanchard. And each team now starting to accumulate fouls at a pretty good clip. It's 3 fouls to 2. Mill River with the 3 team fouls, Bellows Falls with the 2, and the score 4-2, and we played 2.5 minutes. And Jaworski, yeah, smart play. What do I mean by that? He knew he couldn't grab it cleanly in the front court, and on that particular type of play, that's on the back court. If you let it roll in there untouched, and then you grab it. There's the cut. Jaworski with a pull-up and got it. That's his shot. The short pull-up jump shot, and he was open that time to get it, and he made it work. 4-4 the score, and I'm really serious. And when I watch Mill River, they just fall behind so fast, so far, that it takes them off any type of game plan, and it rattles their confidence. And there goes Asa Conway now, and White got a block that time. He got a piece of the ball. Good contest right there as Conway took it strong to the hole. And it's going to be Monty taking the basketball. Jed Monty, number 4, brings the ball into play for Bellows Falls, and this is going to be Conway with Catrati on him this time in travel. That was a 2-3 zone this time, and I don't know. I like man-to-man defense, but if you're going to play a 2-3 zone, if you're active on top, like they were right there, then I can live with that. And they were very active up top. They were with the ball, a chance to take the lead back as that's Catrati against Monty, and then Jordan Cole pulls up, and yeah, Jordan Cole with the basket. Oh, like he was talking last year, he's one of the leading scorers on a team. Broke his hand, and that kind of set him back a little bit offensively, and he's really concentrated this year on improving his defense, but now he's got to kind of refocus on adding some points in there, and that's a good start. And that's going to tie the game up to 6, and again it was Conway, 32. And he has just been everywhere for Bellows Falls out there. Biscay wide open and can't finish it off. Yes, he will this time. It went around and around, but it finally went down, and we got an 8-6 game and a nice tempo going. And the running one-hander's going to tie it up. Tell you what, I'd love to see this type of pace. And White got the ball squirted up to him. He'll take it in, and they're going to call off that shot. And Alan White with a big slide will pick up a foul. And I believe that's going to be a second foul. And Bonini's going to come in for White, and that will hurt Mill River right there. Not that Bonini's not a good player, but White, with those 2 fouls, will be strapped to the bench for a while. That's been a call at any game, boys or girls, any gender, that I have seen called consistently by the officials this year more than ever, that charge. Catrati got the steal, knew he was going to be in trouble, didn't want to travel, he called timeout. And it'll be Mill River's ball. 8-8 to score, 3:58 to go in the first quarter. Got a good one for you, varsity basketball action, Bellows Falls and Mill River. captains on that far side. One of the few seniors also. They said only 7 seniors combined between the two schools on the floor today, so there's the catch by Jaworski. He'll get by the defender, fade, fire, no. Rebound, fake, up, foul. Bonini, good job getting down inside there and not only getting the offensive rebound, but then realizing he had 2 defenders on him, pump fake, that drew him in the air, goes up and gets the foul. He's got 2 shots now. And I'm waiting to see if the board is right. The foul was on Conway, and that's going to be his second personal. And will that bring, well, that's going to hurt Bellows Falls right there. Going to bring number 35 and Tim Brown now. He'll replace Conway, who's just been having a great first quarter for Bellows Falls, but he'll have to sit down with those 2 personal fouls. Bonini on his second shot. It's already 9-8 Mill River, and he will get him. 10-8 Mill River off Bonini's free throws. Yeah, that's going to be Monty. Turns into Catrati. Catrati trying to make him, got just that right there, make a bad decision. Cole almost got the steal, lost the handle on it right in front of the scorer's table. And the ball will go out of bounds to Bellows Falls, right between the scorer's table and their bench. That'll be brought him in number 14, Whitcomb. And he'll bring it into Monty. So White on the bench with 2 fouls for Mill River, and now Conway on the bench with 2 fouls for Bellows Falls. I'll tell you, great high-low defense right there. Jaworski, he's got a chance to break in, and there's the finish by Jaworski. They looked to go to Spalding, 34, and they had the defender, the taller defender behind him, and then the drop-down guard come in and help him. Trying to identify the defense. It's definitely a zone, but it's looking more like a 3-2 instead of a 2-3, and Catrati will wait, and it will be Mill River basketball. 12-8, the Minutemen, they'll have the ball, and they got 3:06 to go in the first quarter. Catrati to Jaworski, and well, I'll tell you what they missed. Bonini was just standing there, nothing but alone for the longest time. He'll go up and get it anyways. Just a little harder work by Bonini. He's got 4 points since coming in off the bench for White. 14-6, Tigers lead the game by either side. The lead is at 6 right now. Monty, he does get the ball down inside. There was the good look, but they'll take it back out, and Catrati waited back, made the steal, and will convert it into 2 points. And that will be a Bellows Falls 30-second timeout, and something they haven't seen a lot of this year from Mill River. It's a positive emotion right there, and I know they worked hard all through practices coming past week, and I just want to take this time to thank Coach Mike Seward and Coach Bob Crawford. They allowed me to come to a practice over the past week and sit down and get to talk to each of the, not only coaches, but all the players, and boy, you learn a lot about the game and about the players and the beauty of high school sports by just getting to chat with them. And there's not a lot of coaches. There are some coaches who will not let you do that, and Mike Seward is not one of them. He's very accessible and thinks it's very good for his program, and I agree with him. So with a 16-8 game and 2:35 to go, the ball will be taken out of bounds by Tim Brown, 35. Mill River will come out with a different look defensively right now after that Bellows Falls timeout. That's going to be caught up top by Spalding, and that's going to be set and fired and swish. That's a nice shot by Blanchard as he actually set himself up and had all kinds of time to do that. Catrati will come across, and that's Scott Cole, 13, another captain out there from the River, into the basketball game for his first time. And boy, he doesn't want to get the 5 count. There he goes, gets it off to Catrati. But you've got to be advancing the ball forward. And again, you can see when they can transition, they're a much more confident offensive team. When they get stuck in that half-court offense, they become hesitant and think too much. Monty with the ball on this side. And we're going to play a little toss and catch and bring it back. Blanchard, no. Ball on the floor right to Biscay. He'll hand the ball off to Scott Cole, and he'll turn around, see no interference, bring the ball down to Jordan Cole. He'll put it up, and Jordan Cole with 5 points in the ball game. That one's a 3-pointer. And he's starting to look like he's getting involved in the offense to me. Biscay will get the ball off to Catrati. 19-10 Mill River, 9-point lead. They said looking for their first win of the year, and now they'll come back to Catrati. We're only in the first quarter, though. Got to kind of keep that in perspective. Now they'll have to come out and resettle the offense and run through their play. Bonini, who's been a major factor since coming off the bench, will lob the ball out to Cole. Cole will come back to Catrati. There's the baseline. Cole goes up strong, drew the foul. I like it. I like his philosophy and his mindset in Jordan Cole today. One of the captains for Mill River, and that's make a difference, make it happen, take it into the hole, or try to score. And he's doing that, and he's going to the line. He's got 2 shots coming up. That foul will be on Blanchard, number 12. That'll be Ben Blanchard's second personal. Each team has 4 team fouls, and that's going to be good. Catrati going to the bench. He was a good spark off the bench for Coach Seward. And coming back in was one of the original starters, number 23, Ethan Biscay. So Jordan Cole on the second attempt in the 2010 game will be off the mark, and Bonini will be first to the basketball, and they're going to call it travel. When he rolled his hips over onto his butt, he traveled. Now I'll have to look. I don't have a 15. I got Snide though right there, and it's going to be another turnover. Scott Cole let's get the ball ahead, throws it to his vacated spot, but Biscay can't save it. Yeah, and it'll be Bellows Falls basketball on that side out. I'm sorry, I don't have a 15 on my roster for Bellows Falls, so I'll have to work on that. Gets it to Spalding, up ahead to Snide. Snide will work it now into the front court, looking to go to Spalding. He'll turn, and that was a pretty major league collision. And Bonini, he's not hurt. I'm sure he did hurt, but he's not hurt seriously. He'll get up, and he'll have the foul assessed to him, and that's been sent number 34, Justin Spalding, to the line. And yeah, that had to be in the act of shooting. And that's going to be Bonini's first foul, 20-10, Mill River, and probably what has been their most productive points in a quarter all season. And that'll be a little short, and 45 seconds to go. And Catrati will come back for the skate number 23. So Catrati, after a very brief rest, back in the basketball game, number 24 for the Minutemen. And Spalding. Yes, he'll roll that one in. Jordan Cole will take the ball out of bounds and bring it in Catrati. 44 seconds, a lot of time for a lot of stuff to happen here. This is Scott Cole, takes the bump and got a push. He pulled the shot down because the whistle had been blown, and I don't believe they're not going to get a free throw out of this because the ball's going to go on a baseline, but that's 5 team fouls apiece now on both schools. And Scott Cole, looking to bring the ball into play, will get it into Jordan Cole, and they'll just, I'm sorry, that's Jordan Cole there. It was Catrati to touch, and there's Catrati again. And I can't say for sure. I thought I heard Coach Stewart say hold for 1 shot, but that's a long time, 37 seconds. Jordan Cole will go up and not get the bounce to go his way. Bonini couldn't quite get the save, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Bellows Falls last touching it, and it was Biscay that got in there. Austin Biscay, 32, and now Mill River with 15 seconds to go, I believe, will definitely go for the last shot. As Scott Cole will go into Catrati. Oh, great play by Snide. Then he left the basketball there, ball on the floor. Nobody possesses it. And here comes the Terriers, and going to have Scott Cole called for the foul from behind with 9 seconds. That's going to be the 6th team foul. So one thing, unless play changes in the second quarter, is they're going to be in the bonus here, both teams, very early in the ball game, because there's 6 team fouls on the River and 5 on Bellows Falls, and to the hole, fouled, and going to the line with 6 seconds to go. And that's Conway back in the basketball game, making his presence felt. He's had an impact, and very obviously, on the first quarter. And they say it's on 5. That's Jordan Cole. It's his second personal, and that's going to be good from Conway. And that'll bring Mitch Blair in for Austin Biscay for Mill River. So Mitch Blair, another captain for Mill River out there, and it's 20-12. And the rebound will come down to Catrati. And they've got a chance, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He's got to get it up. Nope, he won't get it up, but it's still an excellent quarter for Mill River, as Jordan Cole had 5 points, and Mill River will have a 20-12 lead over Bellows Falls at the end of 1 quarter play. Fans, I know who 15 is. It's Warner Clark out there. Conway to Spalding, and he'll lob the ball down inside to Clark. They'll kick it back out. Nice chase down by Conway, and they'll reset the offense now. That's Snide with the basketball. Snide on the baseline. Gave it back to Warner Clark off the glass. That's a really well-executed play. That makes it 20-14, and Scott Cole. Oh, blocked by Spalding, and he'll bring the ball down to Blanchard to Snide. And Bellows Falls with a chance to keep cutting into that lead now. They're down just 6. They'll get the ball off to Conway, and he'll get to the elbow, actually below the elbow, try to force it inside. And what happened right there was 2 Bellows Falls players, Conway and Clark, both had the ball and were fighting each other for it. And it happens a lot. It's intense out there. Bellows Falls will set up the press, and that'll be Jaworski. They'll bring the ball into play, and Jaworski will get it to Catrati, and he'll go back to Jaworski. You let the trap come. And it goes off from Jordan Cole's knee, picked up by Snide, and Bellows Falls with a couple of chances early here in the second quarter to do some damage. He'll get the ball to Spalding, and he'll kick it out. Nice up fake drive, and off the glass, too strong. Rebound Conway. That ball was blocked by Jaworski, and it goes to Cole, who pulls away, and it's going to be too hard off the glass. There's the outlet the other way. It's a one-on-one situation. Bonini's going to get the foul. And again, both teams just attacking a hoop, and it's good basketball to watch. And Conway will be at the line, number 32 for Bellows Falls, with 6:48 to go in a half, and the tempo up and down the court. Good action, and that's going to be the 8th team foul on Mill River. Bonini's 2nd personal, and that's going to be good. Cuts it down to 20-15. Biscay, Austin, and Ethan both coming back in the basketball game for Mill River. I got to tell you, Mill River's already done step 1. They got off to a good start, and they're not buried, and they're in the ball game. They actually got the lead, 20-16 in Jaworski. Now it becomes a matter of composure. Something Bob Crawford talked about to me was they've got to have poise. He traveled, and that's what he was talking about. Was poise was when they get in your face defensively, don't panic, don't go crazy if somebody gets in your face defensively. And that ball will be. Again, now Mill River will go to their version of the press, and that's going to be Clark up ahead to Blanchard, and Blanchard will go back to Clark, and now he'll break the timeline. Nice catch by Conway. No. Ran out of court. I tell you, it was a good athletic move, but he did run out of court, steps on the sideline, and Jaworski in front of the crowd. You can see right there the spotty of Mill River fans. As Biscay came back, got it to Biscay, and he'll give up to Jaworski. Jaworski will go crowd. Alan White's back in the basketball game, number 42. I missed that. Remember, he sat down early with 2 personal fouls. And Biscay will hold the ball up to Jaworski. They'll give it off to Biscay on this side, and they're looking for Catrati, and not really so much as a post-up player there, but more as setting the pick. And there's the pick and roll up, and there's the finish. Well executed, too. Jaworski waited for White to release, and he got the basket. And Spalding, it's going to be a, he was in the front court when he threw the ball in the back court, and that'll be a turnover. And Mill River will have the ball over in front of the scorers table. And that'll be Jaworski, Tyler Jaworski will bring the ball into Tyler Catrati. And Catrati traveled by Biscay. Ethan Biscay with the travel. Trevor Catrati. He's got a brother, Tyler. And Clark will get it into Snide, and Snide's going to be fouled by Catrati. That's a good call, yep. And that's going to be shots. That's the 9th team foul. And with 5:47 to go in a half, Mill River with 9 team fouls already. So the next foul that Mill River commits will be 2 shots the rest of the half for Bellows Falls. Snide at the line. And the score at 22-16. Again, Bellows Falls has done a much better job here in the second quarter of dictating the tempo and the play. And that's going to drop in a 22-17 ball game. That last foul was Catrati's first personal foul. Gets them both. And Jaworski will get it into Biscay, and he'll go up top, and Alan White will make the catch, and they hand the ball off to Catrati. They're in the front court. 31 back was Pete Francis there defensively, and that's going to be a long shot, long rebound. Snide, 1 and out this time for Bellows Falls, and Snide will bring the ball up himself. Point guard got the rebound. Point guard will set the table, and he gets set to pull it back out with Jaworski there. To Clark on the baseline. Conway with the up fake. Conway up off the glass, too strong, and nice box out by Alan White. He'll control the rebound. Up ahead to Biscay. He'll catch, fire, and no, he won't get it. And Biscay behind the play, slow to get up. And there's the whistle. They're letting him kind of get his senses back here as he hit the floor hard, and Joey Davin doing a good job. And we'll have Clark take the basketball out of bounds, number 15, right in front of the bleacher side here. There's only and that ball down inside. Yep. And you know what? There, they gave Mike Stewart a technical, but in the meantime, they waved off the basket because they were assessing the technical foul. He stopped play prior to the shot being finished, so they did get the technical, but they won't get the basket. And that'll be Blanchard at the line to shoot a couple here, and they'll get possession back. So it kind of was a win-lose, lose-win situation. Bellows Falls had made the basket, but Joe Davin stopped play before the shot. And Blanchard will miss the free throws, but they'll get possession back. And Clark will come back down. He'll take the basketball out of bounds. And what Mike Stewart was talking about was the drive to the hole by Austin Biscay, where he hit the floor and stayed down. He wanted a foul on the play, and there was none. And then he enthusiastically expressed his opinion on it. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound. Bellows Falls turns, and Biscay's going to get the foul, and the basket's going to drop. And Clark will get the basket for Bellows Falls. And he's going to the line. Chance for a three-point play. And that's going to be Biscay's second foul. And 4:50 to go in the second quarter. 22-20, and Bellows Falls with a chance to make it a one-point game, and nope. But the rebound, oh, coming in, and I believe it's going to be on Clark, the shooter, who came in hard to get the rebound. No, I want to change that. That's on Conway. That's going to be his third personal. And I'm waiting to see who it was called on. I thought originally it was going to be Clark, but Conway will pick up his third. That's 3 fouls on Conway, and that's huge. Francis, guarding the inbounds pass, almost got the steal. They'll get it to Biscay. He'll go back to Jaworski, up ahead to White. And they just got to slow it down, because that's what happened. Yeah. It's one thing to play at an up-tempo in a fluid situation, but to play out of control up-tempo like what we just saw creates turnovers. 22-20, Bellows Falls down 2. Snide with the basketball, working it up the floor against Catrati, and he'll get it off on that side at the last second. And taken away, jump ball, arrow's going to be Mill River. It was Jaworski that reached in on Brown. And tell you, the intensity level, excellent for this ball game. Oh, Francis crossed the plane. It's just a warning is all it is. Yeah. There's no damage done right here. It's just a warning that he reached across the inline. And all it is ball back out of bounds. Well, usually what happens is they give you a warning, then the next time you do it, it becomes a foul. But Joe's having quite a discussion here, so I don't know what he's going to call. See Randy Chadburn over there on the left side, head coach at Mill River girls soccer program. Let's just recap. We're at 4:31 to go in the second quarter. It's 22-20 Mill River over Bellows Falls in varsity basketball action. And Spalding coming back in a basketball game. Number 34 for Bellows Falls. Yeah, so he just reached over the inline. And Francis will take the job of guarding the inbounds pass now. They'll get it into Biscay. He'll go to Catrati. And he'll come back to Biscay. So Biscay with a little room to work with right now. And he'll get it up and find Jaworski. To White, back to Jaworski. He'll catch fire, and no. Rebound. White had it, lost it, and now the pack. Up to the hole, and oh, they're going to call a blocking play. You know what happened? Is he leaned in, and that's why they gave the foul on Catrati, but he kind of cheated in and hedged in, and that'll be a foul on Catrati, and that's going to send Zach Whitcomb to the line, and it's over the 10-team limit, so it'll be 2 shots the rest of the way for Bellows Falls. That was a good call by the official there. With 4:11 to go, the first shot up, and going to be good. 22-21 now, Bellows Falls. Remember, it was behind by double digits earlier in the ball game, and they're just 1 shot away from getting this thing tied up. And Whitcomb will do it. 22 all, and this is what Coach Crawford was talking about was poise. In an adverse situation where things get a little tight and tense, how do you react? And that's going to be Jaworski with the ball, and they'll get it off to Biscay. He fakes, baseline, he wanted to give the pass back to his brother, and it goes forward now, and this is Snide. Snide with the dribble between the legs will turn, attack Jordan Cole, and nice job by Cole of cutting him off from any more penetration. Francis up, and got to bring the ball with him. He will save it back to Snide. Nice job by Francis, actually. And right now, the offense for Bellows Falls is not really moving around, and that was a long three-long rebound. It's going to go out of play, and it was not touched by Mill River. And it will become Mill River basketball. And again, the pressure on the back court. You can see Francis 31. They're going to put Pete Francis on the basketball, and Biscay will turn and go around the block. He's got no numbers there, but he's going to show him the ball and finish it. Oh, looking like Michael Jordan on the drive was Austin Biscay. 24-22 Mill River. And Brown will get the ball to Snide, and he'll dribble out of traffic. He'll go lateral, now come forward. Bonini at the scorer's table for Mill River to come back into the basketball game. 3:11 to go, and that pass will make it to Francis. Biscay tipped it and stole it away. It was intended for Brown, and he'll come to Jaworski. Jaworski to White, traveled, yeah. He is fast, but they caught him on that one. And Bonini, I want to see who's coming out of the basketball game. Looks like White will come out. That's a good switch. Don't forget, White's got 2 personal fouls. And Bonini was an impact player off the bench when he came in the first time. Yeah, and what happened right there? Jordan Cole created that turnover by reaching around Monty, knocking the ball away, and then coming in late from out of bounds was Whitcomb. So Mill River will get the basketball up 2. Biscay with the basketball, and he'll take a few dribbles and see him scan the floor, and then he'll give the ball off to Jordan Cole. Cole back to Biscay. He'll pass up the 3. He was on the right elbow. He'll get it to Jaworski. He'll fire away, and no good. He'll rim out on him, and he'll be taken down by Monty. Monty, the starting point guard, back in the game after a nice long rest, will bring the basketball up. He'll spin away from Cole and dump the ball down low to Spalding, and we're going to be tied up again. Spalding with a nice catch and finish, and Bonini to Biscay. They'll get it off to Biscay on the baseline. He'll slide around, block, and a foul. Francis, 31, will be assessed the foul, and that will send Biscay to the line. As Austin Biscay, 32, made a nice step to the basket, but it was when he drew his body back to avoid the block is when he picked up the foul. 24 all with 2:26 go in the half. And Biscay's first free throw's good. A big difference, too, in this Mill River squad and the one I watched against Fairhaven is they're coming out intense. But it's hard to be intense when you get down by 10, 15, 20 points. When you're in the ballgame tight or with the lead, somehow, you know, that just kicks in that intensity button and you get a lot more intensity juice sent to your brain. Monty with Biscay back there working off the screen set by Whitcomb, and Monty will spin away from the pressure and get over the timeline, and Biscay will pick up the foul, and that's 2 more shots coming up from the free throw line for Bellows Falls, and it'll be Monty, number 4, going to the line. So that will be Ethan Biscay, number 23, and that's his first personal foul, they say. Each team over the limit, just double bonus for Bellows Falls. And Monty, the lefty, will fire away, and a little flat on the shot. So Monty on his second attempt. Better results. Makes it a 1-point game at 26-25. And that's Jaworski with the catch. Cole coming over midcourt. Will reach behind him, and yep, he got that thing under control. And Jaworski to Biscay up top here, and Biscay. They want to go to Bonini, and that's going to be a tough pass. He'll complete it. Bonini count the basket. Bonini with the slide after, and the foul. I'll tell you, Bonini has come in here in his first half of play and probably had his best performance of the season. He'll make it 28-25 and a chance for the 3-point play with 2 minutes to go in the half, and his shot will be up and short. Francis will come down with the ball to Monty, who glances at the clock, and now he'll have some pressure in the backcourt by Biscay. And with that quick acceleration and then dribble behind the back, he'll get a little real estate to work with. And Jordan Cole will slap the ball away. They're trying to feed Francis in the low post, and Whitcomb will take the basketball out of bounds. And they're going to bring Blanchard back in along with Warner Clark. for Bellows Falls. And Bellows Falls will have it side out. Spalding will just lob it back up top, and see Whitcomb on the penetration, lost the basketball, picked up by Cole. He'll quickly get it to Jaworski, and that's what we talk about. Playing under control, playing at a high tempo, but under control. And right there was just an unforced error, and they turned the ball over. And Clark will get the ball into Spalding. Used his reach advantage right there, and will hit Clark. He'll go in and, oh, that's offensive foul, yep. Yeah, when he lowered his shoulder and went forward like a fullback in football, that's, now the reason there's no shots is because that's a player control foul. That's the 8th team foul, but that's an offensive foul. There's no shots. It's going to be ball out of bounds to Jaworski and Mill River. 28-25, Mill River with the lead. Biscay, he'll turn, keep the ball up. See, when he brought the ball down, it almost became a disaster. When you're tall, stay tall. And Bonini, that's almost an intentional fall. And I don't want to sound biased, but that was pretty close to 2 shots and the ball back out of play. And Bonini back at the line, number 3 for Mill River. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Clark. So Conway and Clark would 3 fouls for Bellows Falls here in the first half of play. And that'll bring Francis off the bench, and that's going to be short. And Francis will come in for Clark for the Terriers. And each team now over the double bonus. Again, that one's going to be off the mark, and Francis with those long arms will grab the rebound, following Monty. Monty into the front court. Monty to Whitcomb. They'll swing the ball down to Spalding. Biscay reached around. Austin Biscay, 32, reached around and slapped the ball out of bounds. Monty will take the ball out of play on the baseline. They set the box formation, or a resemblance of one up, and come up top to Whitcomb. Whitcomb will make the jumping catch, and Spalding will get it out to Blanchard. He'll go to the basket. No good. Rebound up, and Francis with the finish. Offensive rebounds. Up ahead to Bonini, and oh yeah. He was thinking dunking it before he got it. Catrati's going to go back in the basketball game for Mill River with 61 seconds to go, and they're going to allow him to come in. And he's going to replace, no, they are not going to allow him to come in. So he'll be at the scorer's table getting set to check in. And Spalding will turn and take a few dribbles and bring the ball back to Monty. Monty's pass intercepted by Jaworski. He's got Bonini to the basket, and he got it. 30-27, and there's another steal by Jordan Cole. Up and blocked out of bounds. Oh, what a block by Blanchard. Number 12, Ben Blanchard with a big block. And now Catrati will be allowed to come back into the basketball game. He's going to replace Biscay, Ethan Biscay. And they're running that line formation. See him right there? Now on the break. Oh, they have to come up to Jaworski. They looped. And I think he said 1 shot, yeah. 30 seconds to go in the half. Mill River up by 3, 30-27 against Bellows Falls. That's Bonini. He's been instrumental here in Mill River getting the lead. That was touched by Whitcomb, goes out of play, and we're going to have 23 seconds to go on the clock in the half. And Catrati will pop free, get the basketball, swing it over to Jordan Cole, and defense not close enough for the official to count. Cole on the drive, goes up and block foul. He's going to the line for 2 shots. 15 seconds to go on the clock on the half, and Jordan Cole at the line for Mill River. And that becomes 3 fouls now on Blanchard. So Bellows Falls with 3 players with 3 fouls, and that'll bring Snide back in, Tyson Snide. And now Biscay will come in for Catrati, and looks like Scott Cole will be allowed to come in for Mill River, and he'll replace Bonini. And Jordan Cole trying to salvage 1 or 2 free throws here. And Jordan's shot will be good. And Bellows foul. If you're Mill River, last thing you want to do is foul like that because it's 2 shots. And the other thing is you fouled 80 feet from the basket. Now, I know that's just good aggressive play, but those are the little obstacles you have to overcome to get your first win. That will send number 4, Monty, to the line. And all this happening with just 13 seconds to go. That's the 3rd foul on Jordan Cole, and that shot's good. And Monty will make it 31-28. Now Catrati and Mitch Blair come in for, I think that's Austin Biscay. I think I know that by now, but it's Austin Biscay 32, and Jordan Cole will sit down. And Monty with a chance to make it a 2-point, well, let me do my math here. Yeah, 2-point ball game. It's 31-28. And that won't happen. That will be Ethan Biscay with the basketball. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, plenty of time. There's the kickoff to Catrati. He'll get it on to the side. Jaworski on the drive, high off the glass, no good. They're going to pick it up, and there's the buzzer. What was an excellent first half of basketball by both sides, but it'll see Mill River holding on to a 31-28 lead over Bellows Falls in varsity basketball action, being brought to you by Jerry Munger. Here in the 3rd quarter, Whitcomb will bring the ball in the, well, he was looking at Monty, he was covered, and they'll come back. Spaulding will make the grab, and he'll hand the ball back to Whitcomb. Now they'll find Monty, number 4. Monty with Biscay on him. That's going to be a matchup to watch because being able to break the presses and the defenses. That's Conway back in the ballgame, number 32. He's got 3 fouls. Asa Conway with the bucket. We got a 1-point game. It's going to be tipped, controlled by Bonini, who will earn the start here in the 3rd quarter. Nice feed from Biscay. It goes it over to Alan White, and he'll go off the glass strong, 33-30. Biscay right at midcourt to meet Monty. They'll dump the ball down to Conway. That's going to be kicked out. 3-point shot off the rim, no good. Chased down by Austin Biscay, and he'll give the ball off to Jaworski. Jaworski played a solid first half for Mill River. As did this young man, Bonini. He'll duck inside off the glass and 1 drop. And good job by White pulling off from Spaulding so he wouldn't pick up a foul. He's playing with 2 personal fouls right now. White is. We played a minute. Each team's got a bucket. And they'll get the ball down low to Conway. He'll roll, hook shot, and it won't go. Gets his own rebound. Goes up, and that was partially blocked by Biscay, and then he was fouled by Spaulding. Tough work by Biscay right there because he's tall, but he's thin, but he was able to out-muscle the 2 Bellows Falls players right there. It'll be Jaworski on the baseline to take the ball out of bounds, one of the seniors for Mill River, and Conway picked up his 4th foul. They'll bring Warner Clark in the game. He's playing with 3 personal fouls, so that's a big foul early. 1 minute and 10 seconds into the 2nd half. Conway picked up his 4th foul. Biscay with the crossover gets the pass off Jaworski. He'll get it to Austin Biscay, number 32. Jaworski traveled. Yep. Good defense right there because they took away the pass at the last second. That's what caused the travel, which resulted in the turnover. And now it'll be Warner Clark taking the ball out of bounds. And Monty, again, no pressure in the backcourt at this particular time with 6:35 to go in the 3rd. 33-30, Mill River with the lead. That's Whitcomb with the basketball. He'll go down low, Clark up, and got it. Boy, again, it's where Clark caught the ball. He was already 2 feet from the basket. And Jaworski with the pass. Gets it to Bonini. He'll fade, and no, won't drop. Alan White kept it alive, but it'll be snatched out of the air on the 2nd attempt by Clark, and he wants to outlet the basketball. He's looking for Monty, saying, come back to me. And Monty does, and he gets the basketball now. And Biscay got to move those feet defensively. Each team got a double bonus in the first half. Clark lobs it down inside. Great entry pass. Great entry pass. And Bellows Falls will take the lead, 34-33. There's the catch. There's the shot. And there's the rebound. And got a foul. And it looks like it's going to be on Spaulding, number 34 of Bellows Falls. And it's push. And it's going to be 1 foul apiece now, team-wise, here in the 2nd half. And they'll have Bonini take the basketball out of bounds. Bonini gets Jaworski on the catch. The shot, no good. And the rebound, nice box out down there by Blanchard, who's playing with 3 fouls also. 34-33, Bellows Falls. Critical part of the game, the first 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter for Mill River. Monty with a rare shot will front rim it. The ball come all the way out, and it'll be picked up by Bellows Falls. Blanchard will hand it back to Monty, and he'll be picked up by Ethan Biscay, number 23. Blanchard with the up fake. Couldn't sell Bonini with it. That didn't give them the baseline. They'll kick it back up top, and now they'll go down low. And stolen away by Bonini, and he's trying to push the ball forward. Now he just says, to heck with it, I'm going to dribble, and he'll take it up and get the shot, count the basket. And I'll tell you what, those are awful close to being intentionally fouled, being pushed from behind, not playing the ball. And Bonini continues to have a marvelous game here for Mill River. Gives them back lead at 35-34, and he's going to the line for the and one. And he will be up and got it. And for Bellows Falls, we are going to have number, I'm looking, looks like a 21 coming in. That's Ryan Paluski, and it is Paluski coming in for Blanchard, who picked up his 4th foul. So Blanchard and Conway both with 4 fouls for Bellows Falls, and Clark with 3, number 15 right there, who's got the basketball. 36-34. Mill River with the lead. That's Spalding to Monty to the hole, and blocked out of bounds. I believe it was White that blocked it. Biscay was also in the neighborhood. And it'll be Whitcomb that'll take the ball out of bounds. And you get the Spalding to Monty. No shot clock. They can set up the offense. That's Whitcomb. Oh, he got around Jaworski baseline and just lost the handle on the shot. And it'll be picked up by Spalding, and he will clear out some room, get it to Monty. Nice job by Spalding. Monty up, fires, no good. Rebound, another offensive rebound. Clark falling backwards, off-balance shot. White will get it. They might have rushed the shot, and that's going to be ill-advised. Bonini needed a deeper pass ball, and Biscay going to get the foul. Yep. It's going to be the first foul on the second half on Mill River as a team. Catrati will be coming in the basketball game, number 24 for Mill River. And Biscay will sit down, number 23, Ethan Biscay. And it'll be Clark, Warner Clark, taking the basketball out of bounds. Right next to the scorer's table for Bellows Falls. He wants to get the ball into Paluski, he does. He wants to go back to Monty. Actually, Monty was their first target. They played denial defense on him. Now he's got the basketball. And Paluski keeping the dribble alive long enough not to get in trouble. And it's going to be Spalding up top. And got something away from the basketball. It didn't have anything to do with what was happening, what we were watching. Got a blocking foul away from the ball, or illegal screen, and it'll be side out to Mill River, and it'll be Jaworski bringing the basketball out. Right in front of the bleachers. And Timmy Brown coming back in, number 35 for Bellows Falls. He will replace Warner Clark, who picked up his 4th foul. So 3 players for Bellows Falls with 4 fouls. As Austin Biscay got it to Bonini, got it to White, got it to Catrati. Catrati, there's White coming up and traveled, yeah. It was a good play to hit the trailer, who never stopped coming fast and hard, but he just stutter stepped. And Bonini will go on the ball. They're going to put some pressure on the back court. And that's going to create all kinds of trouble, and it might create a turnover. It's still loose, and no. Good effort. Good effort. 3:58 going to third quarter. Mill River 36, Bellows Falls 34. Varsity action as Paluski will come back, get the touch, and go back to Whitcomb. He'll go up top to Spalding. Nice job of waiting for traffic to go by. And I'll tell you what, I really don't know how that wasn't a charge. We're tied at 36. Nice catch by Bonini, up ahead to White, puts it on the floor and got the finish. Oh, there's that speed. 38-36, and Bellows Falls will call a timeout. Mill River up by 2 in the third quarter with 3:33 to go over Bellows Falls on Munger Vision. Basketball on bounds for Bellows Falls, number 35. And again, that was a Bellows Falls timeout. And I don't know if it was to make an adjustment to the press. Spalding with the catch. He'll come back to Monty. He'll fake Catrati, work off the screen by Paluzzi. Up ahead to Brown. He'll go up, blocked. And then the follow-up was almost tipped in by Spalding. Then there's a foul on the rebounding action. And well, on Bellows Falls, I just need the number. It's going to be Jaworski and Mill River taking the basketball out of bounds. And it'll be Brown with his first personal. Bonini's going to sit down. Jordan Cole coming in the basketball game for Mill River, number 5. Great minutes by Bonini today. He'll get a breather. And that's Biscay with the basketball. He'll put it on the floor, go past the first wave of defense, hand it off to White. Now they'll get it to Jaworski to Katrati. They'll swing the ball to Cole, back to Katrati, and they'll play toss and catch on the perimeter. To White, they want to give the ball back, and a little high and behind them. That's also one of those plays that if it's not there in a better passing angle, bring the ball back out. They'll get that with experience. And it's going to be in to Whitcomb, and nope. He just took a funny angle because he didn't want to draw the charge, and it was just enough of an angle to throw a shot off. Katrati will get past Monty into the front court to Biscay, and he never stopped running. The whole key to it was the whole flow of the play was push the ball toward the basket. 40-36 Mill River. Front court, there's Tim Brown and Jaworski. Good job of pulling up, not rear-ending them. This is going to be Spalding up and fouled, and it's going to be a matter of which player will get it. There were 3 white jerseys there that easily could have gotten the foul. 2 shots coming up for Spalding as he'll go to the line, number 34, Justin Spalding. And that'll be Jordan Cole's 4th foul for Mill River, and they'll have to wait till the second shot to bring in Mitch Blair to replace Cole. Whole bunch of people with 4 fouls in the ball game. And no, I don't understand this switch. They're bringing White out, brought Blair and Prim. Now they'll take Cole out for Cole. They're going to have Scott Cole come in for Jordan Cole. As it's 40-36 Mill River, and the second shot will be good. And they're going to have Snide coming out. Number 3 for Bellows Falls at the scores table, Tyson Snide. And he'll be allowed to check in the ballgame for Monty. As Katrati will walk it up this time. And it's been a pretty fever pitch in the second half. Katrati with a quick push will kick the ball out to Scott Cole. He'll turn fire and drain it. And he was fouled. They've got the basket. He got fouled. Paluski called for the foul. And there's the basket. There's the call. And what happened was after the shot. So it should be possession in Mill River. They'll get the basket and possession. And now 23 coming in the ballgame is Bobby George, 23 in the game for Bellows Falls, his first appearance. That'll be Katrati with the catch. So they'll get the basket, 42-37, and they regain possession. Baseline fading away, won't roll for him. Rebound will come down to Brown. He'll allow the basketball to Snide. Snide will go to the front court, far side of the gym, into the corner, and they get it to George. They'll roll, and that's going to be blocked by Mitchell Blair, and I believe Biscay will pick up the foul. Austin, number 32. On the arm, 2 shots. So Spalding at the line got fouled in the act of shooting with 1:54 to go. That'll be 3 fouls now on Austin Biscay of Mill River. His first shot, a little short. Five-point ball game late in the third. Mill River looking for the first win of the year. There you go, they get that one. And they lead Biscay in with the 3 fouls. To Mitch Blair, they come over to Biscay. He met the pass, goes to the hole, left it short. Ball will come down, Brown will outlet. Here's the push, Bellows Falls, got 2-on-2. And the ball tip goes right back into Brown. He's grabbed a hold of. Yeah, that took a great bounce for Bellows Falls. And now Alan White will be coming in. I think it was Biscay that picked up the foul. I just need the board to catch up. And he'll go to the bench, and that'll be 4 fouls on Cole, Jordan Cole, and 4 fouls on Biscay. That becomes big. Spalding to George. They'll bring it this side to Snide. They want to go down to Brown. Scott Cole playing good defense on him. And it's going to be a steal and a turnover on an angle that really was never there to bring the ball back from the baseline. That'll get to Mitch Blair. Blair will come back, and his pass tipped. Jaworski stepped up, made sure nobody else could get the ball. And nice job by Paluski with the steal. Oh, Jaworski returns the favor. Will go to Mitch Blair. He'll count his steps and get it. Jaworski has been solid as a rock out there all game for Mill River. 69 seconds to go. And there's Jaworski again. Up ahead to Alan White, to Mitch Blair, to the hole, to the finish. 4 unanswered points of steals. 46-36 38, the Minutemen with the lead over Bellows Falls in a rockin' Dean Hunt Memorial Gym. And that's a full timeout called by Bellows Falls. It'll be interesting to see who Bellows Falls comes out with to start the fourth quarter. If they will come out with the players at the Four Falls, the Blanchards and the Conways and people like that. We haven't seen Francis here in this third quarter, but Francis played JV ball also, and I know he can only play a total of 4 quarters between the 2 games, so he might be strapped for minutes and saving him for the fourth quarter. She'll be snide, and that's Catrati with another steal up ahead to catch, and yes, it's going to go. Jaworski with a massive third quarter, 10-point lead, and the ball tipped. It does get to George, ends up with Snide, and he's trying to find his way out of a Rubik's Cube right now. And Paluski sees the baseline, brings it back. Spalding can hear the footsteps behind him, and Jaworski's just everywhere, and you'll find Catrati now. The senior, Jaworski, having the game of the season right now for Mill River. Blair blocked out of bounds with 9 seconds. Spalding got over there and just swatted it away. And now Monty will come in for Snide for Bellows Falls. See Jaworski to Catrati. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Catrati got the ball to Jaworski on the and foul. But I tell you what, that's a smart play right there by the senior captain. Worst case scenario is you put the shot up, you miss, and with 2 seconds, that's the quarter. Best case is you make it, you get fouled, you get 3-point play. Worst case, or another best case is you make it, or you get fouled like this, and with 2 seconds, he's going to the line with a 10-point lead. And he got it, nails it. 49-38, the Minutemen over Bellows Falls. Gets them both. And Tim Brown, now if you're Mill River, the last thing you want to do is fall here. That'll count. If it goes, it's going to be off the mark. And Mill River on the bench, cheering it up as they've got a 50-38 lead with just 8 minutes left in regulation. Have the basketball to start this fourth quarter, and they're in a position right now that they haven't been in very often in this season of 2006-2007. They're leading in the fourth quarter with a chance to win the game because they've got the lead, a double-digit lead by 12, 50-38. Jaworski bringing the ball up, he'll cross over, get by George, take it to the hole, off the glass, and get it. That was a set play. They cleared out the middle of the floor, spread out the rest of the offensive players to draw the defense out to the perimeter, and they let Jaworski go one-on-one. That's Francis. He got the ball down into George. They'll kick it back. Monty. And again, a lot of time left. They don't have to start settling for just 3-point shots. Nice step by Francis. And it had to be that he was strapped for quarters left to play since he did both JV and varsity. And since I did both games, White and a crowd put it on. See, that's where he got in trouble. When you're tall and you bring the ball down, you make yourself from 6 feet tall, you make yourself 5 feet tall. That's why you catch the ball and you keep it up high. And Conway is in the ball game, number 32, Asa Conway. And Paluski had the ball almost stolen away from him by Jaworski. Conway will find Monty. Monty with the ball fake, goes by Jaworski this time, who's got a ton of steals. They get it down to Francis, now they'll settle down. I'm starting to say they're only down 12. That's 4 possessions with 3-point shots. Which, I mean, they don't have to take all threes. They just got to do this. Just play basketball. Chip away. 52-42. And Biscay and Bonini at the scorer's table to come back in. This is Scott Cole. Yes, they need some height down low. That's a fadeaway left-handed shot. No good. Blair came flying through there. Couldn't control it. Catrati took away the outlet to Monty. And Paluski now. Whoa, that was ever so close to being in the backcourt. And Francis, who's been explosive here in the fourth quarter, just got a foul called against Alan White. I believe that's White's third. Remember, he got in early trouble with 2, but I think that's only his third since that moment. As Mitchell Blair and Scott Cole leave, and Austin Biscay and Pat Bonini come back in the basketball game, and that is the third on White. And remember, Austin Biscay is playing with 4 fouls. It's a 10-point game with 6.5 minutes to go in regulation. That's Bobby George with the basketball. He have it past Tip, still gets it over to Snide, and Paluski. Boy, Jaworski's quick hands knocked the ball out of the hands of Bobby George, and ball goes side out to the Terriers. And he needs somebody out there. They're going to agree on taking it out of bounds. It'll be Bobby George that will take it out of bounds. And they'll bring it in, no problem this time. And the ball will go over to Monty, number 4. And Monty will play toss and catch with George. Now they'll go inside. They try a little high-low defense on Francis. And it's on Bonini. He just picked up, I think, his 4th. But a push called on Bonini, and that'll send Francis, well, he was at the line, but he's not going to the line. That's his 3rd on Bonini. It's going to be on the floor. Nobody in the bonus yet. Mill River isn't. They have 16 fouls. Next foul they commit will be the bonus. Bellows falls already at 17 fouls. And that could become a turnover, and it will. They took away the passing angle. Nobody came back to the ball on the short side, and they tried to throw long, and it became a turnover. And it's almost, you get the feeling that Mill River, you don't want them to tense up, because they've got to learn how to win. In this position, oh, nice job, Jaworski. Got to be the leading scorer for Mill River. I don't have a statistician, but front court, Paluski will give the ball back. Francis couldn't handle it, picked up by George. He'll give it off to number 4 is Monty. He wants Conway to go down inside. Paluski with the basketball looking for Francis. Doesn't give him the ball though. Great entry pass. Great entry pass. He just didn't get the shot. White will get it with an extra jump up ahead to Bonini to Catrati. He'll go up and, yep, goaltending, yep. And a ball push, I'm sorry. I thought he got the ball against the glass coming back. And Conway just fouled out. Yeah. And Coach Seward wants goaltending also. Because I thought it had came off the glass on its way down. And they're going to have a discussion. We're going to have a lot of discussions. But Conway, who was quite a good-looking player out there, just picked up his 5th foul. I don't really think there's an argument there that it was a foul. He took the player out. They have time to make their switch, and they're going to take all the time that they're allowed. But what they're not arguing the goaltending on the Bellows Falls side. They're arguing the foul call. And see, in my opinion, that's poor sportsmanship to stand there now and take the full. I mean, it's unquestionably a foul. And everybody over here is hollering it's not goaltending, but that's not a foul. That's a violation. You don't get a foul. He got pushed from behind was the foul. 54-42, Mill River and Catrati at the line. Got the bounce. Oh, you talk about some home cooking. 55-42, Mill River. And he gets them both. And now Spalding will take the ball out of bounds for Bellows Falls. And that's a tough catch by Monty. That's tipped, and there's another steal as the press has been extremely effective for Mill River today. It was tipped, but Jaworski came up with it, and he's just been in the right place at the right time all day for the Minutemen. This is Bonini with the basketball. He'll give it to Jaworski, and Biscay will hold on to the hot potato and give it off to Bonini as he circled behind him. Bonini wants to get rid of the basketball, and timeout called by Mill River. I don't think they'll be, they're going to give him a see, I don't agree with that call. Technical foul. Well, Mike Seward will, Mike's already got one technical, so he'll be very tame in his discussion. And what they got to be careful of is not to get the focus so out of control here that they forget they're ahead. Mill River was calling a timeout right there, and Whitcomb came up and literally had grabbed a hold of Biscay, who was trying to call a timeout, and brought his arm behind him, and all Biscay did was try to bring his arm back. The big thing too also is that's Biscay's 5th foul. So they lose Biscay, I think they're going to have, what they'll do is have Mill River come out and take their foul shots, because that's the 8th foul on Bellows Falls. Then they'll turn around and Bellows Falls will get the technical foul shots plus the ball back, and I need a battery. Come out and take. Oh, you know why? Okay. There wasn't a foul called on the grab and the hold of Biscay, who had his arm held. I thought they automatically would call that foul, but they didn't. So it's just technical free throws, and then Bellows Falls will get the ball back. So they're able to trim in the lead, 56-44, and it should be purple ball slide out. So there was no foul. So not only did they lose Biscay with his 5th foul, and then they got technical foul called. If they're going to do that, it should have gone on both players. And then they didn't get any foul called on Mill River. And Spalding, Francis wraps the pass around and tipped and kicked and controlled by Mitchell Blair. And now Nini will have the basketball from Jaworski. It's been a playoff style game as far as intensity. I like it. If Mill River played with this type of intensity every game, they'd be 500 right now. Mitchell Blair off the mark. Rebound comes down to Monty. There is a ton of time left. There is 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. Blanchard turns, fires short, rebound will come down to Benini. And I'm not sure about that, because they've had good success with Francis and a lot of time left. You can keep working the ball down inside, especially now that Austin Biscay's out, their tallest player for Mill River. Jaworski on the hook, goes up, forces a shot, and almost got it to drop. I think he was looking more for the whistle that didn't happen. Francis will hand the ball off to Monty, and he'll turn and bring the ball up now. No pressure in the back court. Monty gives a pass off to Whitcomb. Whitcomb being guarded by White, and then got a choice. A couple people there in the vicinity that can get the foul. And I honestly don't know who got it. 1-1. Spalding will go to the line, as that's the 8th team foul. And I had a feeling it was on Jaworski, but they're going to put it on Mitchell Blair. Number 21 will get the foul. And Spalding will knock that one down. And again, they're within a basket here, trimming that 14-point lead down to just 10 with 3:56 to go. And he'll do so. 10-point game, and now we'll see press from Bellows Falls, and they'll get it up ahead. It's a 3-on-1 the other way. And oh, boy, I tell you, they had a 3-on-1 and they threw the ball away. And those are the kind of things that keep you winless. So Blanchard will look at a full court press the other way, and there's Monty. Now everybody's in the bonus. Everybody's got 8 fouls as a team. And they'll get it up front. That's Spalding with the catch. He'll go back to Monty. And now they'll set up. Looks like they've gone zone after they played man coming up. Jaworski was knocked down, no foul called, and back at the line. And it'll be number 34 back at the line again. That's going to be Justin Spalding. And it's going to be a Mill River timeout. And the foul, that's what I was waiting to see, the foul. Foul was on Benini, and that's his 4th. So they've lost Biscay, Austin Biscay. Cole's got 4, Benini's got 4. On the other side, Conway's already fouled out. And a whole bunch of other people with 4. Blanchard's got 4, I remember that. But it's going to come down basically to a war of attrition right now. 10-point ball game with 3:30 to go in the 4th quarter. Mill River looking for their first win of the season. Bellows Falls already having defeated Mill River once down south in Bellows Falls. And Spalding will be at the line when we come out to shoot the free throws. Now that's the 9th team foul on Mill River. So the next foul Mill River commits will be 2 shots the rest of the way. Double bonus for Bellows Falls. And that was a Mill River timeout. It's Catrati, Jaworski, Benini, White, and Blair out there on the floor for Mill River. Short, rebound, Francis, and Jaworski reached behind him and took it away. Francis brought the ball down, and again, that made it easier for the shorter players. And Benini didn't let the trap engulf them. And they got to keep the ball moving when the trap comes out at him. It's Blanchard that came out at Benini. He'll give the ball to Catrati. Catrati, they're going to run a little clock right now. And look for maybe a release on a backdoor cut, or somebody forget their assignment defensively and they'll get the layup. And that's going to be Bonini with the pass from Jaworski. Bonini. Again, it's okay to run clock as long as you get shots out of it. If you get a travel or a turnover, and we're down to 2:52 to go. Mill River right now with some pretty good execution. Bonini puts the ball on the floor. One dribble comes back to Jaworski, and that's going to be spacings off and foul. Yep. And that foul was on Whitcomb, number 14, and that's going to be the 19th foul. And that will send Trevor Catrati to the line to shoot the 1-1. Now, I really don't know what his beef is. But he accepts the answer. And Catrati at the line. And this is where that basket starts to look the size of a lifesaver. Crunch time. Things get tense. You need these free throws. And he'll miss it. White pulled off, so he wouldn't foul Francis. Blanchard with the touch. He'll go back to Monty. Mill River, I would think, play aggressive defense, obviously, they're in 2-3 zone, but I think the fouls are your worst enemy. Don't go out and foul. Definitely don't foul on a shot that's made. That's going to be outside, and I don't understand that, but there's Mitch Blair. Seemed to have him boxed out. Mitch Blair up and got it. Nice look down the floor. Stays at 58-48, or stays at 10 points, 58-48. That's going to be off from the foot to Catrati, and they're trying to just nurse the ball up, and oh my goodness, Jaworski, after they push the ball down the floor from their knees twice, Jaworski with a reverse layup, lead back at 12. That's Whitcomb baseline, Francis up, Francis got it. Bellows falls with the timeout, and Francis going to take a full timeout. Francis keeping Bellows Falls in the game, 60-50, and 1:59 to go in regulation. They're shooting 2 foul shots the rest of the way. Each team has 9 team fouls, and that was Monty that snuck around, knocked the ball away, almost came up with the steal. And Jaworski, you can see number 10 right there for Mill River, will have the much taller Pete Francis on him. They get the ball into Bonini, back to Jaworski. His pass will make Catrati. He'll get the touch to White, back to Catrati. Jaworski with the catch. And again, 10-point lead. You don't have to shoot. There you go. And boy, I tell you, that's pretty close, again, in my opinion, to not playing the ball. And Jaworski at the line for Mill River. And it's going to be the second foul on Whitcomb out there, number 14. And it's 2 shots for Jaworski, and he will be good on the first one. Puts the lead at 11, 61-50. So I say Mill River on their defensive end. If they don't get the steal, play aggressive, but don't foul. Makes them both, 12-point lead. And then on the other end, offensively, if the uncontested layup presents itself, and that's going to be off from White, stays with Bellows Falls. On the offensive end, and like I said, if the uncontested layup does not present itself, you've got a 12-point lead. You do not need to shoot the ball. As much as your urges want you to, you don't have to. They'll bring the ball in. Francis will swing the basketball up top, and this will be Monty. Monty will skip the pass over, and Whitcomb with great hands right there. Looks like a shortstop in baseball. And Mitch Blair will get the foul, I believe will be on 21. That's going to send Spalding to the line. And even more than that, it'll stop the clock. 12-point lead and 2 shots, like I said, for everybody. Everybody's got 10 team fouls now. So I'll miss that first one. I've got his parents sitting next to me, Spalding, and it's fun to watch the parents of the players, and he'll get that one in there. Actually, they're some of the more controlled parents I've ever seen. Up to Catrati, and there's the ball back, and he's going to take it up and in, and what a block by Spalding. Ball will stay with Mill River, and a block and a half right there by Spalding. It's going to be Jaworski that will hustle down to the baseline, take the basketball out of bounds, and it's really not a stack. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not a, also not a box, and Bonini gets the ball to Jaworski. I can't believe he turned and shot. Minute to go in the basketball game. 62-51 Mill River. Whitcomb with the basketball. He'll bring it down. Spalding on the drive. Will put it up, and again, at that point, you've got to realize what you're doing as far as fouls. You're stopping the clock, and you're allowing your opponent to score. And I don't know what Coach Seward's actually going to say, but I wouldn't be surprised if he talked about this stop fouling stuff. But I don't know. I'm speculating there. So I'll recap the game for you. There's 53 seconds left to go in regulation. 62-51, Mill River with the lead over Bellows Falls. Everybody's got 10 fouls or more on them as a team. Austin Biscay's fouled out for Mill River. Asa Conway's fouled out for Bellows Falls. There's a ton of people playing with 4 fouls. And it's been a good ball game. And Mill River on the verge of winning their first game of the year if they can hold on with 53 seconds to go. Big games, everybody on both sides. Conway started off red hot for Bellows Falls, and he got in some foul trouble. Spalding's carried him here in the second half. I mean, there's just been so many people have stepped up for different times. Same thing with Mill River. Jaworski's, though, it's got to be up there as far as if I had a sponsor and I had player of the game, he would absolutely be my player of the game for Mill River. Bonini was tremendous off the bench. Jordan Cole came in. White's play, I mean, you just start going through the list. Catrati. That's why they call it a team win. And Spalding set here to take the free throw. We'll get it. He nursed it up and over the front of the rim and in. And they'll cut the lead to 10, 62-52, 62-53. So the lead goes down below double digits. And now timeout call. Yeah, smart play. They didn't want to get the 5 count, and there was nothing open, and Bonini turned and called timeout. Now what they got to do is check with the scores table as to how many timeouts they do have left. Well, they wanted to release White long, and boy, they didn't call any foul there, and they tried to literally grab him just so they could get the whistle. And there's the foul. Yeah, they have to play keep away. And I think they said 23, and I'm looking if there is a 23. 1, 2, 3. I don't see a 23, so whatever happened, Mitch Blair's going to the line with 48 seconds to go and take 2 shots for Mill River. And as long as he keeps splitting, at least making one of the 2, for the next 48 seconds, they'll be fine. Oh. And Blanchard will come in now, number 12. Ben Blanchard will come in for Snide. And Mitch Blair gets that's for his second shot. And that foul was on Spalding, only his second. And they won't make either one. That's going to be a rebound by Francis. He'll get the ball up to Monty. To Blanchard. I mean, you want to contest the shot, but you don't want to foul. 3 ball around the rim, no good. Rebound on the floor. White had it, tosses it out from a dive to Bonini. And then a foul behind the play. Yes. They committed the foul not to give up the easy basket. They want to send them back to the line. A, it stops the clock, and B, they just missed 2 free throws, so they might miss some more. This will be Bonini at the line, number 3. So Bonini with 2 shots now. That's the 3rd foul on Spalding, number 34. That's not going to make it. Left his hand, it looked too soft, and it was. And so Bonini got a little more mustard on that second one, and it made it. Francis will take the ball out of bounds, comes into Whitcomb. Whitcomb will put it on the floor. It's a 10-point ball game, 63-53. Monty and Bellows Falls holding on to the last second here, making this very hard for the Mill River fans. There's a turnover with 22 seconds to go. And they'll put Spalding on the ball as Jaworski will have to wait a second to put the ball in play. Snide will come in for Blanchard. Remember, they're playing offense-defense right now because Blanchard's got 4 fouls. Jaworski will get the ball wrapped around to Bonini. Bonini will put the break, and there's the foul. Whitcomb will grab a hold of the jersey and commit the foul, and that brings the clock down to just 19 seconds to go. And Bonini, like I said, had a monster game off from the bench. And Mill River wise to pull everybody off from the box. You don't get any fouls on the rebounding action. And Benini will have 1 of 2. Drop. Yep. Get another one. And that makes it a 11-point game at 64-53. And that will be good. Gets them both. Now the clock will start, and Monty will bring it up, and no fouls, Coach Seward begging him from the bench. Francis up will get the basket, 11 seconds to go. And Mill River's going to win their first game of the year on Munger Vision, nonetheless. And again, it was an inspiring game for Mill River. Benini will be fouled with just 1 second to go. And Pat Benini back at the line for 2 more shots. And Mill River, you know, a lot of time with a young squad, all you got to get is that first win. It's the hardest one, and maybe things will kind of roll for you. 65-55, and that foul is on Whitcomb, his 4th. And he'll seal the deal with another bucket. And when they touch the ball, the horn will sound, and that'll be the basketball game. And Mill River breaking through against a very good Bellows Falls team. So congratulations go out to Mill River. And an excellent job by Bellows Falls. Hope you've enjoyed this varsity basketball game. Jerry Munger brought it to you. Get out there, support your student athletes. And the final score, 66-55, Mill River.